Model 3 is not that much shorter, I don't think. Who knows?
All right, I want to do a quick video report about my ownership update. This is 3.5 years, 134,000 miles almost. I'm gonna get the car washed and show you what it looks like and talk about what's happened in the last year and a half actually since I've done a update video, I think, or even got my car washed for that matter. Okay, so let's do a report of the car at 3.5 years and about 134,000 miles. Some things I've noticed since the last time, which was about a year ago. If you search up the channel, you can see some long-term ownership reports I've got on the channel. And what have I noticed? Well, nothing really has happened much in the last year, except I've got new air filters under the front area, which is the HEPA air filter, and then one in the cabin. Those are replaced. That's the only maintenance items that's been done. There's been obviously no oil changes, no any kind of fluid changes, unless I've added some washer fluid. There are marks and things here I'm starting to notice on the front hood area, as you can see, like bugs and things, even on the bumper. But if you remember, I've had this car covered with the SunTech film on the bumper, headlights, hood, fenders, even the mirrors. Everywhere you see these bugs, it's been protected there, so it's just a matter of taking the plastic off and it'll be as close to new as possible at this point in time. Even sap and other things that have gotten on there. And you can see other than that, it looks pretty good. There are some splashes up on the side here from the wheel wells, and these panels were not protected. So this is just a basic wash out of the car wash. It wasn't detailed in the shop or anything, so maybe those things can come off, I don't know. But aside from that, a few minor dents and bruises, and that's about it from the outside. I've noticed some issues opening the Falcon wing doors. In extreme heat, potentially these gaps here might rub. I've seen people's center panels come off. I've seen people break glass on these panels, especially with a dark color like I have, black. It's much better with a lighter, like a white or something like that. And so far, this thing seems to have survived, this wing, without being broken off in the car wash or anything. Oh, you can see the panel. Oh yeah, you can see the panel gap right there actually on the Falcon wing, because it rubs sometimes when it's hot. And look, you can see that gap right there. It's probably because the glass is lifting up there. Oh, sorry, the glass is lifting up because it binds. It's kind of hard to see. Well, that's the edge of it. That's my other car. Right there, it kind of binds, lifts up. It's not like the rest of the edge. If you look at it, the gap is narrower. So that's something I'm noticing with the Falcon wings, just alignment issues that may cause other issues down the road, which haven't, no breakage or malfunctioning, meaning they don't work, has happened, but these types of things happen. And the sensors in the doors, they will sometimes not open because of the heat in both the front doors and the Falcon wing. They think the heat is an object, but it's not. But outside of that, well, you can see road tar that's on the side doors. That'll have to be buffed out or something in a shop, you know, like hand worked detailing, not in a regular car wash. Things like this, more road tar and stuff like that. Who knows what that was? Gum, paint. But maybe that'll come off, maybe it won't. And this looks pretty worn actually. This here, pretty white. I've never treated this with Armorall or anything like that. Maybe that would help. I don't know. But these rims also have some little scrapes and scratches. You got to be real careful with these 22s. Real careful. You know, that HVAC just went on. I think Denise is taking a look inside. I want to get Denise's comments too. You got to be real careful with these 22s, and they ride hard. Whoops, I closed it by accident. All right, the interior, which is finally clean. Denise is really happy, I think, right? Really happy?
Yes.
But I usually keep the cooler here, and it's left like mineral deposits that have slight leaks over time, and we need to wipe that off. Hopefully it'll come off with a cloth. Let's raise the Falcon wing up the rest of the way. We're under cover here. I gotta do it twice. It's gone already, just like that? Okay, gone. It was just mineral deposits. They just didn't have a wet cloth, I guess, at the car wash where we were. Let's finish going up. No, that's as high as it's gonna go. So you can see the interior. I've got the cover off. I usually keep a cover on the wheel. The wheel looks brand new, but this is one of these urethane plastic ones that will probably disintegrate or wear down if you don't have a cover on it. I usually keep seat covers on here, so these seats have never looked this good. They never look this good when I'm driving. You've seen it if you see my videos. It has the covers on it, but without the cover off, like this is 134,000 miles. This seat looks brand new. At least I think it looks brand new. I can't see any wear on it. Usually this area right here or here is going to get wear on it, but I keep an obus form in this area so it keeps wear on the sides, and then the whole thing's covered, so this never gets any wear on it at all. I'm sure the cushions and springs have seen better days, and they were firmer when the car was new. They're a little cushy right now. But you were? All right, here, of course, my frunk is full of junk. Junk in the frunk. Let me open this side door without hitting the car next to it. Actually, I guess it won't hit it. That's good. I did a video not too long ago where I was too close to another Tesla at a supercharger and actually hit their door. Actually, it was the automatic door. It opened up. It was the automatic door on the Model 3. I was parked next to a Model 3. I think they found some junk, more junk. I've never seen the inside of this car so clean. You guys probably never have either if you've been watching my videos. There's usually so much junk here. Denise found 10 boxes of tissues in here, right? 10. And see, the back seats are mostly clean. These high gloss black. There's a few scratches in them, but they're usually covered. Most of them are covered except for the low parts. So those are in pretty good shape. Amazing shape, actually, considering what they're made out of. And it's been...
They haven't done a door jam here.
Uh-oh, I do?
Yeah, it's down to the aluminum roof.
You're kidding me.
No.
Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look. There's always this area here on the Falcon wings. Let me see. That's a known thing. I think it's just the way it is.
This could be from scratching from weights from Veg Fest.
No, I don't. Maybe it's something to do with the door closing. Yeah, that would be reciprocated up here, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, look right here on the bottom of this latch. It looks like it's wearing and it's rubbing and hitting. So maybe this is an alignment issue also. But there's constant alignment issues with these Falcon wing doors. They work. You know, like I said, unless you're in the bright sunlight or the heat, sometimes they won't work, or you'll crack the glass panel sometimes. But outside of that, yeah, this latch has to come down. I guess it's wearing or rubbing there. That's definitely an issue.
It's way better than going in for all wheel alignments every 6 months.
You used to have to do that?
Yes, I used to have to do that.
On what?
Every car I've ever owned.
I've never had this car aligned necessarily, except for well, we had the rear tire issue. That's another thing. With the videos, see how those tires
there were a
are.
lot of potholes, and I would need a four-wheel alignment every 6 months.
Well, I avoid potholes. You know, I drive pretty slow.
You can't do that in the north.
Occasionally I do hit some. So, see, what else can I show you? Oh, the tint. See that tint? It's worn the tint off right here because these windows go up and down. They're frameless in order to open and close. And that rubs. I've seen that here on the weather stripping. I'm noticing that it's wearing the tint off the window. So I've never seen that on any car before, but I guess any car that has frameless windows where you're tinting the inside and you have to go up and down in order to shut, you're gonna have that.
It's loose.
Yeah, I know, it's been like that. Yeah, these little pieces, these SUV pieces, no, don't tear it off. It's there, but it's just not what it used to be. I've got a few other parts that are like that where I've hit things on the car. And let me show you over here. I can show you right up here. It broke off. We hit something on the highway. It may have been a result. It may have messed that piece up in the back too, but this one's gone. You can see the piece is actually missing because we hit something in the road. It's actually a big object. I'm surprised it didn't do more damage. But the piece is missing there, and see that right up in there? And that piece is present on the other side. You can see it. Let's see. You see it over there? Yeah, it's got a piece over there that's missing on this side. Alright, the back, you can see the cargo area is in pretty good shape. A few scratches here and there, but I use it all the time. Both these seats independently recline. Back in here, This latch just broke off a long time ago. This is weak. It's a weak point here on the back. Denise, I saw, uses it to lift it up, but I keep my mattress and car cover back here. The car cover is still in great shape. It's a Tesla car cover. I highly recommend you get that one. And see, we got tint back on these windows, but no problem. The tint in the front window on the passenger side, like I was telling you, you can see right here where it's worn off the tint in a friction point of moving up and down when that door is open and closed. Here you can see the inside. My screen, they're supposed to give me a new one. This one has the yellow borders, but I'll get a new screen at some point because I paid for the $2,500 infotainment upgrade. They just forgot to give me the screen. And here's consoles. They're all working. I got the memory stick in there for recording, for Sentry mode. That's a great thing. I've had this whole infotainment upgrade recently, so the car's almost like new because of that. And you can see what the passenger seat looks like in here. Okay, let's get Denise's comments too while I'm showing you this. Denise, what are your? Oh wait, let me raise this up. Oh, now you're tall. You can reach it, right? Whoa. Okay. I guess it's hot. Okay, what are your comments on owning the car for this long and over the last year?
Months,
yeah.
But just the last
year and a half.
I haven't driven it in the past year to year and a half.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You've taken me everywhere I wanted to go, and I really like the fact that we didn't ever have to bring it in for an oil change or any work at all. Actually, it's never broken down, never left us stranded.
Yeah.
And
although the MCU1, we had MCU1, that's one of the reasons why I upgraded to infotainment, because that would have possibly likely left us stranded. That's been a chronic issue, those computer failures.
Yeah,
just be aware of that on older Teslas.
We already reviewed the MC1.
Yeah, but I think that's why we haven't experienced a failure, because it would happen any time around now, I think, with this kind of wear on the car.
The only thing that I used to hate was supercharging at particular superchargers that didn't have a bathroom, like Woodbridge or I don't know.
Oh, this is Northern Virginia, yeah, but there are so many now, right?
Yeah, there are a lot more now. We seem, and since they opened the one down in Reston, that's closer to home, so it's been better supercharging.
Yeah.
We have more options now.
We don't have to worry. There's not as much range anxiety or anxiety in general. Let me move this seat back here so you can recline individually. Actually, we'll recline that one even more, but we're getting ready to put everything back in here. It's never going to look this clean again, not for a long time. Although I may take some real estate clients along this weekend, which is another reason why I'm cleaning it up. Oh, actually that little quarter window, they forgot to get that. There's all this huge layers of dust on it. I can see that on the shelf of that quarter window on the driver's side. But no big deal. No big deal. Denise is getting everything. Okay, let me go and show you around the driver's side with what you see from the driver's position. And of course I've got the hitch. This is also, I recommend something back here because this tailgate almost comes up to the bumper level. As you can see, it's almost integrated with the bumper. If someone hits you there, they're going to smash the tailgate. It's going to be an expensive rear end repair unless you have something blocking. So that's like a practical reason to have something like that on your car. And here it is in the driver's position. Let's get in. You can see the wear on the pedals. There isn't much wear. I don't even have any fancy aluminum pedals, but I'm not an aggressive driver. You guys remember that. I don't really have any wear over here either, but I'm also really gentle. Like I said, I've got the steering wheel cover that's kept on here. That screen looks good. That's the original screen. This one, like we said, will be replaced. It's got yellow, but it will be replaced. Hopefully the new one has fixed this yellow issue. And outside of that, it doesn't seem like there's any wear at all here. Everything looks good. We have the extra special tint that I got videos on that, on how to keep the sun out of your eyes here on the Model X with the massive windshield. And that's just about it. There hasn't been anything to report other than the same old. Like Denise said, no breakdowns. And we've had the vibration problem though on the front, which still is an issue and has not been solved, because I had that, if you checked my videos in the last year, I had it replaced with new parts, new clevis arm and new drive shafts last year, but they've already worn out. Probably within 6 months it wore out. So we're trying to figure out a solution for that right now. That's the only thing that's really an annoyance and may affect the usability of the car, and it does actually, because you gotta drive a lot more lightly than you would otherwise. You just can't drive as hard as you would want to, and you got to keep the suspension down lower, and that of course causes rear tire wear issues. So that all this is connected, and we hope to have a solution on that soon. So maybe by the time you see the next video next year, at 200,000 or almost miles, we'll have an update on that, and you can see how we're doing. Yeah, those are the areas that they didn't clean, but no big deal. This is probably one of the dirtiest cars they'd ever seen on the inside that comes through their car wash, I would think anyway, because I just never clean it. And Denise is happy too, right? You're very happy that I decided to clean it?
I'm so sick of riding around in a filthy car.
It takes like an act of Congress for me to get this thing clean, doesn't it?
Yeah. You're so particular about everything except the dirt in your car.
Yeah, and we've got some marks up here on the back, I think, but that's from feet from car camping. Right?
This feels loose. Like it's
It should be. You want to adjust it. If you don't turn it, because well, then you're adjusting it, and then it might be wrong. Did you adjust it?
Yes, I moved it a little.
Then can you move it back to the direction opposite of what you did?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Those are some adjusters. Everything has adjustments on it for sure. There's so many. It's mostly glass on this model Tesla because of the Falcon wing doors, movable glass too. Because all Teslas now have glass roofs, but they're not movable. They're all fixed. The only one that has movable glass is the Model X. So, like I said, you've got this stuff all over the front end of the car, but it's all cosmetic and it's all on top of the plastic SunTech film that we've got on there, so no worries on that. This is not covered with film, I don't think, so I don't know how this chrome or fake chrome is going to end up looking after a real detail. You can see what kind of dirt used to be on my car. Oh my gosh. Right there, look at these areas that they didn't clean. They didn't get underneath the frunk at all. If you want to. Well, now I have to shut it. It'll be the end of your cloth because it is so dirty up here. So dirty.
Where?
I'll have to show it to you. Alright, we'll show Denise now. See, that's what the car used to look like, right?
I don't have.
Yeah, it's too dirty. Too dirty. Okay, forget it. Never mind. But it's what Denise's opinion, in case it doesn't come out well on this video. So that's it, right?
Yep.
Overall, pretty good. And let me get the key and show you how all the doors work when we close it. Hopefully they don't close at weird angles and leave stuff sounding broken. I think it all works well still. Let's see. We get from the side, you can see everything go down. Yeah, it's okay. We got it. All right, there. Ready? All right. Oh, one last thing I want to mention is that I have done all kinds of towing, which I have never done before until like the last year and a half, and no problems. Even on an older Tesla, I can do the towing and no problem. So that's pretty cool. It's a great towing vehicle, I'd say, except for the range issue. Best towing vehicle ever. What was that? I guess that's the end of the video. I also think that as time goes by, we'll find out that 134,000 miles is not much mileage for a Tesla. It's not a high mileage car. Not for a well-designed EV anyway. Oh, and these are not the factory Tesla mats, but I would highly recommend them. As you can see, they're like brand new, and they're as old as my car, as much mileage as my car's got. Highly recommend. Search their channel, you'll find the videos on them.